What's going on, guys? It's Tyrell here, and you guys smashed that like goal from the last video. I just want to make it harder. I want 10 likes on this video, and I will do a part 4 tomorrow. I just want to make it harder because I want some of my other what-ifs to try and shine, and maybe get in some new what-ifs as well. Because I noticed I've been only doing with Naruto was banished for like I don't know how long, like in a straight line, because you guys keep breaking that breaking the like goal. So I want to make it harder. 10 likes on this video, and I'll do part 4 tomorrow. If not, then I'll do it after the next what if, or after the next 2 what ifs, just depending on how I kind of want to, do these videos. Also, I'm trying to change up the style since, like, the last 2 of my videos that had music in them got copyright claimed. No duh. So, since I wanted to not get copyright claimed, because it's like in the plague of the back of my mind, I figured, what the hell? So, I am making my own music for these videos, and maybe reusing some. So if the sound is bothering you, I don't know. If you notice the background music, I just want to say that is my songs that I've made by myself that I am proud of. Anyway, I do want to continue talking for a bit. I know this is a long intro. I'm sorry. It's just I have a Twitter where you guys can see like early. It's not like you get early access to stuff. You get the thumbnails for videos, and you have more of a role of what I do next. I'm gonna start posting on my Twitter, but the Twitter is gonna be in the description or whatever, or probably a pinned comment. The pinned comment's most likely. Anyway, this is What If Naruto is Banished Part 3, and I am feeling great about this one. Naruto's rage blinded him. Seeing his old master Jiraiya must have scared him. Every emotion went through him. Sadness, rage, happiness that Jiraiya can rest now after all is done. But these emotions got him mixing like an elixir. It seemed nice. This elixir. It was like honey. A purple, soft honey. He didn't know how to feel, in other words, but he did know how to find the culprit. His rage engulfed him as he started marching to the Leaf Village. After every step he would go faster, to the point where he started sprinting in high speeds. Itachi, meanwhile, was training Kakashi and Sasuke as he turned a new leaf. He kept the Akatsuki robe to try and repent of his sins around the world, but he only comes back to the Leaf Village once a year. The year that he chose to destroy the Itachi by. He stays for an entire week, but just so to see his family and train and all, but heads out later. Naruto attacks. Oh God! Naruto attacks Itachi, but Itachi dodges it. So, you must have been Jiraiya's killer, huh? Kakashi takes a mental note of this. So, one of the legendary Sanins died. How the hell could you possibly pick up my attack? Naruto, was it? You emitted so much bloodlust. It's really hard to ignore you. As Naruto would kick Itachi in the air, taking a good look at everything he was wearing. Luckily for Itachi, he wasn't the culprit of Jiraiya's death. There was no hole on his robe. Mid-air, Itachi asks what this is all about, and Naruto yells at Itachi, "Tell me where the other Akatsuki members are, or I'm going to kill you right here and now," as Itachi lands perfectly on his feet. I would like to see that death threat come to fulfillment, but I still have a lot of sins to repay. Itachi members, right? The last one I remember, the specific location was Deidara's, in the Sand Village. You can sort that out how you want. Naruto's anger starts to well in him. I need a specific location. Itachi says, well, before I left the group, Deidara was supposed to capture the Kazekage at 5 p.m. 2 days from now. and a trip to the Sand Village takes around 3. Naruto then realizes he has a giant smile on his face. I'll just have to hunt and kill every Akatsuki member until I find the one who killed my sensei. As Naruto would run, Naruto ran towards the Sand Village as fast as he could. His Sage mode and with a Zero Cloak on made him one of the fastest shinobi to be alive. Almost as fast as his father's, but not quite, with not knowing the Flying Raijin and all. He would use solid clones to boost him, and with this, he would make it actually before the time that Deidara would show up. Naruto made it only 2 hours earlier. Deidara was just entering the Kazekage with Sasori, and they tried kidnapping him, but luckily Naruto stopped them. Naruto reveals to Gaara that they were trying to kidnap him. He doesn't really care the reason, but he just needs to kill these both and get information from them. Naruto grabs Deidara and asks him where the hell the other Akatsuki members are, as he realizes Deidara doesn't have the hole either. What do you mean, other Akatsuki members? Like, I'd rather all of my art. With a giant with explosion engulfing Naruto with Deidara's clay bombs. Sasori is still having this fight with Gaara, but sadly loses and dies. Deidara realizes that he's technically cornered with 2 Jinchuriki, one furious with the Akatsuki, and one upset that they possibly thought they could kill him. Deidara says that if he tells you where another Akatsuki member is right now, they can let him go. Naruto says, yeah, fine, as he reveals the location of Nagito. Well, at least one of the 6 paths of pain, and where they're supposed to be heading. They're supposed to be heading to the Leaf Village soon. Naruto says that this is his perfect opportunity, and as Deidara leaves, Naruto says, oh yeah, I forgot to give you your little gift. What was it? Deidara? As Deidara looks back and sees a giant Rasen Shuriken heading straight for his face, destroying the young person. Naruto walked to the Leaf Village. The scent was just stronger and stronger as he realized the entire Leaf Village was destroyed. Pain enacted his plan faster. First it was Jiraiya, but he knew his student would come after him. He saw the path of pain flying in the air with Konan. And Naruto looked in fear. It had a hole. That path of pain had a hole in his Akatsuki robe. That pissed him off more than anyone could ever feel. He looked at pain with just intent to kill in his eyes. He didn't care what happened to the village. Hell, he didn't even give a damn. The only person he cared about was Jiraiya, and he was dead. And a person who has nothing to live for is the strongest person in the world. Naruto wouldn't care about what happened to him. He didn't even care about himself. It was Jiraiya Kurama. That was it. And Jiraiya's dead. And Kurama is a part of him. Naruto yells, let's go. Naruto yells, let's go, Kurama. As he began to engulf in a red aura with his Sage mode. 9 tails. This wouldn't kill him. It's not like the death mode in the manga. This is different. As KCM mode, I don't want that to exist yet. Naruto and the 9 tails begin to try and fight pain, but Konan is just distracting. Luckily, Naruto used the Saddle Clone, like he always does, and tries to distract her. The Shadow Clones end up killing her. Their intent to kill is just as strong as the originals, if not, now greater in numbers, strongest. Naruto looked at Pain with his 6 paths, but they could never touch him. Naruto's aura alone would just burn them away. Naruto looked at the sixth path of pain, the diva path. You killed Jiraiya Sensei. As the path of pain was laughed. Is this really what it's about? My old master's death. Technically, I did kill him, yes. But it wasn't. But there is one puppet master behind it all. You're Uzumaki, right? I simply killed him to make you stronger. Naruto looked confused. Think about it for a second. Pain makes people stronger. The more pain they feel, the stronger they get. All I want is to make a society where everybody's strong and the weak must thrive. Now that pain I can inflict it, he begins to use the black rods I used to kill Jiraiya. Naruto and Pain get into a skirmish. They are trading blows. It seems like it's going either way to the side. Naruto at this point is getting just fatigued, but continues to push on. As the Diva Pass lost is both of his arms and is only fighting with his legs. Basically, he's trying to make sure he doesn't lose, and he's clinching it. And because of this, Naruto did have an upper hand. Shadow Clone Jutsu. And the Pain had to accept his death. After that, Naruto still got a scent. That's weird. He's dead. I don't normally get scents when they're dead. He continued to sniff. He walked towards the sun. A good 3 days to a tree. What the hell? He climbed up the tree, and he saw a frail old man. It looked like the man in his dreams, but this one's different. This one is in some contraption. He has 2 purple eyes and long hair, but not in the same style. And this one looks less muscular than the last one. This one obviously isn't the same. As he states, I am Nagito Uzumaki. And all I want to do is continue Jiraiya's will. But I realized if I tried to go out with my plans, I'd have to kill Jiraiya sooner or later. I guess in the end it all worked out. As Naruto's bloodlust began to engulf the room. Worked out? Worked out? What if I lost, huh? Would it still work out for you? Huh? As he began to push on Nagito, all of his ideals, his beliefs were just bullcrap to him. He began to yell. He yelled so loud that you could probably hear it from 10 miles away. He was furious and wasn't going to let Nagito get the high ground on the moral situation. You let Jiraiya die. Your own master, my master. I can never forgive you for whatever you did. I don't care about anyone but him, Kurama, and he was about to say Madara, but he can't. Something was telling him that it's probably not a good idea to mention it. And that was it. And you took one away from me. As Nagito stated, do you care about that village anyway? Naruto stated, I could care less about the village. If anything, I'd say I just let them leave there to rot. It just sucks that only a few good ones had to die too. But oh well. I don't care about the Leaf Village. I don't care about any village. I only care about the people closest to me. Naruto began to ramble on and on. Protect the closest. Sorry, I had to yawn. To protect the closest people around you. Naruto wasn't letting Nagito just get away with this. Nagito put his hands together and shushed Naruto. Naruto, look at me. See this as a final act for my sins. Naruto's bloodlust seemingly disappeared. Nagito's body was getting even more frail, and blue chakra was leaving it at a rapid pace. His hair, even though it was white before, at least it had some hints of red. The red's all gone, and the white is as pale as you can possibly think it is. His hair was like snow, and his body was like a skeleton. After that, he laid limpless, dead on the floor. Naruto looked at his superior. How could you go down such a bad path? As he goes out and he sees that the hidden leaf village was repaired. How could you betray Jiraiya like that? Then his tears began to run down Naruto's eyes. And yet you would do something like this. I don't get it. Naruto's tears began to run like a waterfall. He was so conflicted. How can someone so evil do such a kind thing? I don't get it. He started holding his hands on his head. How? I don't get it. As Naruto began to bang his head against the wall. How could anyone do that? Risking their lives to save even worse people, comparatively. I don't get it. Each time he said that, he banged his head even harder, until he heard a crack. Kurama then started to heal his wounds, and even forced him to stop by taking control of his body. By that, he only had a few seconds to get Naruto away from anything that could hurt himself, which incidentally is literally everything in the world. Naruto, the Nine-Tails Naruto, took him to Kakashi and explained everything. What Naruto's planning on doing in his mental state. Naruto was so conflicted, he could have killed himself on accident and wouldn't have noticed it until it was too late. Before the Nine-Tails lost his grip, Naruto was trying to attack anything that was near. But luckily, Kakashi used Izunami to trap Naruto in a genjutsu. Naruto was stuck. He was stuck in his own little headspace. He looked at the white man and the fox and began to ask a question. How could someone so evil do such a kind thing? Kurama's answer was simple. Because somewhere in their heart, maybe there was light. A yin or a yang. Just look at me. I was considered evil, and yet I'm lending you power like it's nothing. Madara stood silent. The reality of it, kid, is there's no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing when people do anything, actually. The truth is, Naruto, what you do isn't determined by fate. It's determined by how you want to write your fate. Naruto was very confused at this. But when he finds out but Madara assures him and states that when you get older or whatever, you'll find out. Oh, and trust me, as Madara screamed, you will find out. And this is gonna end off part 3. I hope y'all enjoy. Like I said, 10 subs. Although that would be great if you can give me 10 subs. Please like and subscribe. 10 likes, and the next part would be part 4 and tomorrow. I know you guys will not be able to do that. Also, I got a Twitter so you can see I'm just freeballing at this point. I have a Twitter, probably pinned comment or my comment under this on the description. Basically, I just upload. I mean, technically, I do upload the thumbnail that you get to see earlier before the actual video comes up. Also, you guys have a better chance of just genuinely helping me out. I hope you all enjoying. Bye. Oh yeah, have just have a nice day, please. Just have a nice day, for me.